guys, how you guys doing today?
Among the planes
Sad that I
exists
would have
the
switched to
equilibrium
PC, but hopefully after this
which
game I'll switch
law
to
was
PC because I
made
need to be able to
for.
see everything going on. But yeah, we are seeing some very interesting picks here. VoidHaka locking down the Eve and Ace locking down the Lilia. But before let me just introduce this new tournament to you guys. So this is the Mage 1v1. And for those of you that actually keep up with Hub's tournament, it's not going to be a new tournament. It's basically a another version of the Fighters 1v1 tournament we organized not too long ago. Well, this is the first two players to open the floor for the stream matches. Ace VoidHaka 1v1 best of three. And I really want to see how this turns out to be. Of course, VoidHaka
Five
being one of
seconds
the
till the
players that
enemy
qualified
reaches
into
the
the finals
battlefield.
for the
Smash them!
1v1 fighters tournament.
All
I'm really
troops
looking forward to
deployed!
seeing what he can do tonight because this is not fighters, this is mages. And before we get straight into it, of course, shout out to Damio Arena for partnering with Hub in sponsoring and organizing this event. Shout out to Hub's management team as well for putting together this tournament. And of course, shout out to the back end stack for making sure the stream is as smooth as you guys say to be. And with all the shout outs done, with all the mentions done, and of course, the game readied up and the game started, let's get straight into it, guys. Ace versus VoidHaka. They bought the boots already. The first things to get. Oh, okay. Void Crystal now. He's slowing him down with a Void Blast. VoidHaka. I mean, Eve has the galactic power and the skills are void. So Void Hacker using the Eve is not new. Am I trying to make sense here or what? What Ace is using the Lilia, so nothing really strange here, to be honest. Just him keeping his distance, doesn't allow black shoes yet. So he needs to be very careful. You can see Void Hacker just poking him with the Void Crystal and the Void Blast. That is something that the Eve can do. And Ace now getting low. We are seeing a Lilia Vengeance here. Magic Shockwave really dealing some damage there as well. But then Vengeance already popped for it. Haka getting a bit low here. Almost on level 4. Ace will not have that time yet. He is desperately low. And Void Haka might soon get the first blood. Yes, he does. Void Haka gets the first blood onto Ace. The Void Blast and the Void Crystal will get it first for Void Haka. Wow. I think I'm making a lot of rhymes with that void thing there. Well, yeah, first blood to void hacker is well, two more deaths and we go to round two for both of them. But I really want to see how this turns out. I really want to see how this pans out. And of course, shout out to you guys in the comments as well for joining us tonight. Unfortunately, like I see the comments for now, but when I switch over, I will be able to see it. And yeah, you can see Ace now. He is holding his line here. No time wasted. The man is just waiting. He has that black shoes now, so though he can afford to get a bit risky. But Void Crystal there doing some slows and some damage, and he has that black shoes now. Void Hacker still poking him out with the Void Crystals and the Void Blast. But Ace now with the Magic Shockwave. Okay. Might be getting a bit confident here. Ace maybe trying to zone him out, and of course trying to do some more damage with that Magic Shockwave and Void Hacker trying to get the second, trying to get black shoes to the rescue to get Ace some more HP back. And now the reward manipulation. But Ace is able to get away from the immobilization square. And Void Hacker now ultimate used, Ace ultimate used, and now Vengeance already popped as well. The Void Crystal with the Void Blast. Ace trying to play it safe now. Want to stay in his turret, but the Void Blast from Ace will fall, and Void Hacker gets a second kill. Wow. Void Hacker is really just spamming those Void Blasts there, just spamming it, and just making sure he get those hits in. And now he is pushing the turrets, but Ace is back, so he's gonna have to pull back right now. The Magic Shockwave as well, and honestly, I feel like Lilia right now is a bit outranged in terms of damage as well. Void Hacker has the advantage as well. Void Crystal there with the real one manipulation. You see what I'm talking about here? And he's still diving into the real manipulation there. That's Black Shoes, of course. So the rescue uses it up. And Void Hacker now, the man's gotta be careful though. He is half HP. He does not have the ultimate though. But he has that flicker, so that advantage is there. And Void Hacker here just holding in line and making sure he's zoning him out. Void Crystals now dealing damage to that Void Blast as well. The real world manipulation not yet ready yet for him. And you can see Ace now low, doesn't have the black shoes. Void Blast still dealing damage to him. The Magic Shockwave not enough though. Oh, Void Hacker now. Void Blast poking him out. He's low. Ace is low. And that is that for round one of the Mages tournament.
Victory!
That's it, guys. That's it. Wow. So, round one is done. What do you guys think? What do you guys think for real? How do you see that game? Do you think VoidHaka was, I mean, 11.5 rating? Wow, that is a very high rating. and Ace 6.4. It is a best of 3, so Ace still has 2 more games, and preferably he will be facing him again. And VoidHaka, starts when you're ready, please. You're the host of the lobby. But yeah, let me over to you guys now. Let me engage you guys. What do you guys think about that game 1? Do you think Yves is pretty overpowered when it comes to the Mages tournament, or do you think VoidHaka just didn't, use the Lilia skills well? Let me just know what you think, guys. Just I'll be checking the comments. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, by the way, shout out to you guys in the comments. Yeah, I gotta give you guys some shout outs, but my network is actually loading right now. I honestly don't know why the networks are really bad this night, honestly. But I will figure it out. I will eventually figure it out, and I will find a way around it. But yeah, let me just tell VoidHaka real quick to start the game. Start, please. Yeah. I am aware it's best of 3. I'm aware of best of 3. I am aware, MJs. Why did Ace leave? Jeez. Why did Ace leave? He shouldn't have left. He should not have left. Okay. Let's see, please. No. Wait for Ace. I don't know why he left. I think Ace is having network issues. Yeah, I think he's having network issues. Okay, so I can see some of the comments. Someone says people underestimate Eve damage too much. Yeah, I agree. She can just keep spamming the void crystals, right? And the void blast. She can just keep spamming them. Especially the void blast. You can just keep spamming it over and over and over. Okay, someone says he did not know how Lilia works. I doubt that. I don't agree with that statement. Dewdrop. I don't agree with that. I feel like he just was out damaged and outranged. Someone says our CD rate is insane. Yeah, definitely. Plus the mobility advantage from the void blast. Don't forget that. And someone says, who are the 2 who never like the stream? Okay, please guys, like the stream. Helps push us what we do out there. And of course, once again, we are into the round 2, and this is another chance for Ace to make things right. The first game did not go right for him. It did go right for VoidHaka, of course, what we expected, because he is one of the contenders in, wow, a Gusion. Are we seeing a Gusion here? Is this a Gusion? That might be the first time we are seeing a Gusion. Technically, Gusion is a mage, but VoidHaka says no. He will go for a Kimi instead. No, an Odette. Wow, now that's interesting. I cannot understand if he wants to take advantage of that shield from the Swan Song to counter the deadly magic from Ace. It kind of makes sense if you really think about it, but still though, Ace got that space escape and that poker trick, so he can be very flexible with it. Oh, that's if you don't get locked down with the Blue Nova, of course. You need to also watch out for the Lakeshore Ambience, because that bouncing damage onto the minion waves can be very lethal if you underestimate it. But then we are seeing a Harley Petrify. Now that's interesting, because you can't exactly knock anyone airborne with the Harley. So a high CC like Petrify might come in handy, but we are seeing Odette going with an Aegis here. Aegis Odette, how much shield do you need, really? Because you've got the Swan Song, you get a lot of shield in the Swan Song, especially in the early games. Now you have an Aegis to pair up with that. So how much shield do you need exactly? Okay, so someone says Ace suppose just Vale. I don't actually know how that's gonna work, but let's see how the Petrify works for it, really. Okay, yeah, seeing some Swan Song there. Okay, Petrify already used from Ace, and that's the Avian Authority there with Lakeshore Ambience. Ace is almost, yes, he is. The first blood and the space escape not able to get him into safety. Jeez, Ace not looking good for you tonight, man. That is 1 death dropped, and of course 2 more to go, and round 2 is in favor of VoidHaka. The first fixture as well in favor of VoidHaka. VoidHaka looking good right now. He doesn't even have his ultimate yet, and he's already taking Ace down. Avian Authority with the Blue Nova as well, melting down these minions to farm as fast as he can. Now with the Blue Nova, Avian Authority melting him down. Space escape already committed from Ace, and VoidHaka just poking him out with those basic attacks. He doesn't even need to enter the turret for this. He just needs to keep his distance, get those hits in, and get those minions out to farm so they can get his Swan Song ready when he needs it. Now Ace doesn't have that deadly magic. It's not on level 4. Swan Song either on VoidHaka. Now with the space escape already committed. Dead. Ooh, the Blue Nova catches him though. Ace now space escape out maneuvers VoidHaka there. Almost on level 4 now. Aegis already used. Ace with the space escape again, and that's VoidHaka winning it out. 2 deaths, no ultimate used. VoidHaka now showing off at this point, because right now things are not looking good for Ace. 1 more death and the best of 3 is done. The first game is done. VoidHaka has won his first game, but looks like the turret will be the one to face this. The minion whips now applying pressure. Not on level 4 yet. VoidHaka already on level 5. That's 2 levels. Okay, make that one. Just speak now with Deadly Magic already. Swans down with the Blue Nova, and VoidHaka already committing the ultimate now. Ace is already low. That's the Lakeshore Ambience already bouncing back. The Avian Authority as well. Lakeshore Ambience dealing damage to Ace, and the man is low in HP. Now with the Revitalize to gain back some lost HP, that will be necessary, of course. VoidHaka, Age is almost ready. The Swan Song almost ready as well. Ace now the Blue Nova, the Avian Authority with the Space Escape to dodge the Blue Nova and the Avian Authority. VoidHaka is gonna play it safe though. Ace might get that Deadly Magic. Yes, he does. Deadly Magic available now. And now, the Avian Authority with the Blue Nova and the Lakeshore Ambience doesn't have enough damage. But Ace, he will buy that Radiant Armor on time. And the Petrify is still available as well. VoidHaka now has that Aegis. So Ace is very low on HP. Things not looking good for him right now. Space Escape with the Petrify and the Poker Trick. But the Swan Song gets to him first. And VoidHaka will secure his win in a 2-0 outcome for the best of 3. First game of the day is done. VoidHaka will take that one with another 11.8 rating. Jesus, the man really wants that 60k bonus for the rating on this tournament. But yeah, that's the first game, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think Ace, do you think he did well with the Harley than with the Lilia? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll be engaging you guys soon. Okay, so next set of people, please log in. The code here, if you're actually watching the stream right now, the code, let me just generate the lobby ID. The code here is 1873848. Okay. Someone says, God, I beg. Who is? Yeah, there's a lot of things going on here, but we definitely did not see this coming in the sense of I expected Ace to do something, but I mean, come on, man. I kind of expected more. It is what it is, guys. We are down game 1, and yeah, both of the best of 3 is done. The best of 3 is done. GG's, guys. The best of 3 is done. Please don't leave the lobby. Ace needs to leave. Ace, please leave. Leave. Ace, please leave. Let me announce the lobby code, please. Staff, please remain in the lobby. Let me call the next set of guys in. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let me call the remaining set of people in. Okay, the next set of people will be Super Solafedei versus Rayo. Okay, please log in and join. Okay, Super Solafedei versus Rayo. Please log in and join. All right, so that's it for it. Yeah, MGC is best of 3. Yeah, it is. I'm aware, man. I'm aware. Don't worry. Okay, so up to you guys now. Over to you guys in the chats. I haven't actually engaged you guys well. Okay, someone says, Void, don't bribe this guy, make him through. Someone explaining like this. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. Oh, they actually shifted Yuta Nomura game. Oh, my bad then. My bad actually. My bad. I called the wrong game. Oh, yeah, I called the wrong set. Yeah. Apologies, guys. All right. Someone says he can't be that bad in normal matches. Well, to be honest, I don't think there was any bribery involved. We did see some level of gameplay there. I think it was just a situation of skill difference. VoidHaka seems to be much more coordinated and calculated with the Odette. Plus, if you think about it, Harley isn't exactly the best mage to fight against Odette, if you really think about it, because Harley is pretty short ranged, and Odette's got like a lot of range plus a lot of HP and all that. But hey, the game's gone, the game's done. VoidHaka takes it 2-0 win and proceed, of course, to the round of 32. So let's see what Nomura and Yuta has got for us tonight. And hey, fingers crossed, we might get to see a more challenging game back and forth between both of these players, compared to what we saw in the first game. But yeah, Yuta Nomura, let's do this. Let's start, please. Start Gainers, please. Start, you can start, please. You're the leader of the lobby. Okay. We are waiting for production to actually start the game so we can. All right, man. All right, sure, man. Sure. You can just leave. Let me just bring you back in.
Revere the abyss.
Yeah, true, Sha. They're actually going to lag, man. Okay, I will be starting now. Okay, so we are straight into the second game. Yuta versus Nomura. It's El Cartel versus Zero. Is that Zero Tolerance? I'm not sure. Production, please correct me. ZTs, are these Zero Tolerance? I doubt. I doubt. Yeah, I doubt. I doubt. Please, someone tell me ZT's full squad name. I know L is El Cartel, obviously. We are seeing Nomura play the Lilia. Okay, okay. Not sure if that's what you want to go for though, because we did see Ace play the Lilia with the Magic Shockwave and the Black Shoes, but that did not go so well. So let's see how it goes. Yuta, wow, okay. What's going on here, man? We are seeing a U versus a Lilia again. Wow, that's crazy. That's really crazy. Because the first game we saw, this is exactly the first game we saw. Now it's ZT is zero tolerance. I was right. I was right. Wow, thank you for that correction, Emmanuel. Thank you for that. Yuta versus Nomura, same picks as VoidHaka and Ace. Hey, if you can do it, I can do it better. Situation is what is happening here. Let's see it. I like situations like this. But yeah, I'm seeing 15 people on the stream right now. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yep, of course. There's the Void Crystal with the Void Blast. The pokes coming out with the Magic Shockwaves as well. Nomura is already making her move. Yuta as well. The back and forth poke coming out. The Revitalize cancelled out with the Magic Shockwave, and there's damage being done by Nomura. The minion waves now approaching Yuta's turret, and it's gonna clear then. Now Nomura holding out, of course, that's the Magic Shockwave. Now Nomura now with the Void Crystal. Yuta flickers out as a defensive move. The sprint already used as well by Nomura. The shoes bought, the boots bought rather. And we are seeing Yuta here. Might not be playing it safe. Void Blast with Void Crystal. Not used on that minion waves in a very, very aligned manner that clears the minions the fastest. I like that strategic move from Yuta here. And we are seeing Nomura now low. The tides have turned. Now Nomura will be playing defensively. The Magic Crystal, of course. And Nomura losing a lot of HP here. Utah's low as well. It's going to play it safe too. The Black Shoes not ready yet on both sides. They are still level 3. So Utah is going to have to play it safe as well. But then Nomura as well, he has that reward manipulation. They've got a lot of range on that. Now the Magic Void Crystal to clear the magic waves. The minion waves rather. And now Utah almost on level 4 here. The minion wave is almost done. And yeah, that's the level 4 now. Nomura not on level 4 yet. Void Crystal to poke him out. The reward manipulation coming in. Doesn't have that black suit yet. Nomura. Utah will find the first blood. And Nomura not enough time to use the black shoes to gain back lost HP. And Utah, great start. We are seeing history repeat itself, just like we saw with VoidHaka and with Ace. We are seeing the first match of the best of 3 taking. Okay, Nomura already committing that sprint early. There's going to be the Magic Shockwave back and forth now. Utah with the Void Blast and Void Crystals as well. Nomura losing a lot of HP. Black Shoes to the rescue. But that's Utah now trying to outmaneuver the Magic Shockwaves. And that will not pay Nomura as she will feed again. That's 2 down. Nomura, 1 more death to Utah. And you will lose the first game of the best of 3. That was a very interesting outmaneuver from Utah. Now, best of 3 it is. So 1 more, we get to game 2. Utah already looking good. 1 more death, 1 more kill on his end, rather. He will secure the first game. Utah now, Void Crystals is trying to zone Nomura out, though. He knows she doesn't have that black shoes. He knows actually. Okay. And we are seeing Nomura now losing a lot of HP, though. She's losing a lot of HP. Utah as well, getting poked by that Magic Shockwave. The Void Blast giving him HP. Void Crystal as well, melting Nomura down. And the reward manipulation, the immobilization. Nomura Black Shoes again, but Nomura still losing HP. Almost taken out. And that's the anti-heal bought by Nomura, of course, on both ends. They know what they're doing, but you can see Utah now trying to push their Void Crystals as well. Void Blast still poking out with that mobility advantage on Utah. The reward manipulation not available, neither is the Black Shoes at this point. Both mages know that what matters is to make sure you clear and farm But then Nomura zoned out already from the minion waves, playing it safe. And that's what we keep talking about here. When Lule does not have that black shoes, it can be pretty difficult to engage. You have to be very calculative, especially since Yuta has a lot of range on that Void Crystal. I'm pretty sure he's just timing it and waiting for it. But Void Crystal in a different direction to the minion waves. The man is prioritizing the farm over the kill. And that is a very interesting one. But the Void Blast now, okay, magic shockwaves from Nomura, still poking him out and trying to get some minions cleared. But Yuta is trying to use the minions to bait Nomura out. Of course, Void Crystals in a direction. And Nomura is low. We are seeing that magic burn there coming through. And Nomura losing a lot of HP. Void Crystal as well onto that minion waves. And Yuta trying to hold out that minion waves. And Nomura as well. That sprint is ready. The black shoes is ready. We might get to see some aggressive plays from Nomura soon. For Yuta as well, he's got that flicker. He's got that reward manipulation. There might be chance for a combined situation here. But they are holding it out now, just clearing the minion waves, farming as much as they can. They need to get those equipments ready. You can see the Wishing Lantern already bought by Yuta. And on the other side, we are seeing some very interesting builds here on Nomura as well. Yuta taking to a shot might not be a wise move, but there's reward manipulation. Maybe a flicker. Black is already committed there. Yuta, he's got that flicker. Will he make the move? No, he does not. He does not commit Nomura as well. Black Shoes already used, no ultimate left on both ends. Yuta now might want to flicker in. Doesn't want to get desperate. Doesn't want to push things too much. Might be counterproductive. Nomura's got that sprint. She can always outrun him. But Yuta taking to a shot now might not be a wise decision here. Nomura already buying that magic glaive for that magic penetration, and that's the Void Crystal here, dealing a lot of damage and the impure rage on Yuta, the flicker with a Void Blast, and Yuta will secure game 1 of the best of 3. That was very impressive. He finally made the move. I like that actually. Okay, that's game 1, guys. So back to you guys in the comments, of course. What do you guys think? Do you think Nomura did what she could in game 1, or do you think Yuta was just the better one? Let me know your thoughts. I will be engaging you guys, and yeah, I am struggling. I am struggling with the start button again. Excuse me, guys. Let me just. We already started. Wow, that's good. I was actually struggling with the button there. But yeah, let me see. You can see Nomura already banning out that Eve. You don't need someone to tell you twice to ban the Eve, because the Eve was very problematic to her. And we are seeing Yuta here already taking down someone. I don't exactly know why production is laughing, but though Yuta is banning the Odette, okay, banning the Lily as well. Both of them are banning their heroes here. Yuta now, Nomura might go for that Kagura. They might be going for a Kagura here. Maybe a Kagura. They might go for a Kagura, because Kagura is one of those fighter mages you know very well, and a Cyclops as well. Nomura maybe a one hit hero, perhaps a Eudora, but Yuta now going for that Kimi. That might not be a meta option there, but Nomura going for that Kagura flame shot. Now that's something you want to come on and see. But yeah, Kimi versus Kagura game 2. Let's see if Yuta can keep up his streak and move on to the round of 32. Yeah, I've not actually engaged you guys though. Now, you guys talk to me. What do you guys think so far while the game loads? All right, so yeah, I can see Carl in the comments. Elijah Tori, I can see him there. Shout out to you, broski. How you doing, man? Okay, I can also see I can see Kit Christine rather. It says that flicker was so predictive because it was really right move. Exactly. I was actually thinking he would combine the reward manipulation with the flicker because it works. But no, he did not. And I was like, okay. Oh, we are seeing a very early game aggression here from Yuta. Anti-gravity trust with the Starlit Pulse early. And Nomura now with the same umbrella open. By the way, guys, Kagura has skills that have 3 names. So once you hear me say SUO, I mean semi umbrella open. RUF, I mean ratio umbrella free. So I can't be saying all those 3 words. I can't say all those 3 words every time, okay? So SUO, RUF. Keep it in mind, guys. Don't get weirded out. All right, so Yuta here just poking out with the basic attacks, trying to farm the creep, and we are seeing SUO now. Nomura already doing some damage there. That's the SUF, and Yuta now, of course, really just farming the minion waves. What can you do in the early game? Than that, really. What can you do in the early game than that? Yuta already low. Nomura looking good right now, almost on level 4. Maybe Starlit Person, maybe an anti-gravity trust, but then there will SUF, anti-gravity trust to get away. And Yuta is low, not a good look for him. Nomura is bringing out that Kagura and zoning him out. And now it's the turn of events from what we saw in the last game. We did see Yuta on the eve zone out Nomura so bad with the Lilia. And now Nomura is doing the same to him here. I mean, it's kind of like have a taste of your own medicine. Now Nomura already on level 4. She's got that yin yang overturn there. So Yuta's gonna be able to be careful of that. That's the SU, of course. Of course, the yin yang overturn, not enough damage. That's the SUF. And Nomura taking a lot of damage there, but still able to get it back. That's thanks to the regen. And of course, the minion waves, Yuta trying to melt them down to farm. And Nomura buying that anti-heal real quick. No time wasted there. Yeah, that I think Kimi is not exactly a great option. I've seen a lot of comments here saying Kimi is cooked. Honestly, I think if he buys the Ice Queen wand, I think that can actually be very problematic for Nomura. I gotta agree with that. Can be very problematic for Nomura if he buys the Ice Queen wand because of the slow. And Nomura doesn't have the flicker, doesn't have the yin yang overturn. Yuta has the traction pulse. He has the Starlight Beam. He has the anti-gravity thrust. So Yuta can make most of those, especially with those slows and those mobility there. But Nomura now, that's the SUO. And not willing to use the RUF. Neither. Okay, just holding. Minion waves come through. And just farm. That's what both of them are doing here. And someone says if fast Kimi can win. Yeah, sorry to that because Yuta is using a flicker and not a sprint, so there's no fast there. For Yuta now, we are seeing anti-gravity thrust to dodge the yin yang overturn, but then Nomura goes for the kill. That might be a counterproductive move. Now Yuta dealing some damage. Nomura losing a lot of HP. Same umbrella open on that cooldown. Yin yang overturn. Yuta trying to melt her down before her skills go on that cooldown. Anti-gravity thrust kind of catch up with the Starling Pulse, and yes, Yuta, he outplays Nomura and wins it out, and the cooldown will not come through for Nomura there. Yuta still taking the first blood in the second round. Things are looking good for him. We all had our fears, but then Yuta finally somehow made it work, and of course first blood to him. Now Nomura doesn't have that yin yang overturn. Flicker about to get off cooldown. Yuta's flicker is on off cooldown, so things are looking good right now for him. But Nomura now holding in line, and yeah, I think Nomura should really go for the mana boots though, but he's going for that magic penetration boots there, so that's something there. Yuta now farming, holding in line. You are seeing him just relaxing, just clears the minion waves, not pressured by the RUF or SU, not pressured. Not pressured by that anti-gravity thrust to dodge the yin yang overturn, and Nomura doesn't want to move. She just want to use the yin yang overturn to just, scare him away. And that's an ultimate already used by Nomura. Not a good look. Yuta still got that traction pulse, so Nomura doesn't have the yin yang overturn. Yuta now might make his move. There's the traction pulse, of course. The CC, Nomura using the SUO anti-gravity thrust to catch up there. There's the poke with the Starlight Pulse mobility. Yuta not willing to push it through though. The man is taking his time farming those minion waves. No time needs to be wasted. He needs to get his farm up. He needs that Ice Queen one, and that's Guardian Helmet already bought by Yuta and the Antenna Shield to counter the yin yang overturn. But we are seeing oh, okay, Yuta! Oh my goodness. Yin yang overturn CC pushed him into the turret, and Nomura just finished things off there. Yuta, well, he did try, to be fair. Anti-gravity thrust just wasn't fast enough, but he is back. So the scores are tied here, 1-1. Wow, that's something. By the way, guys, I was about to say we are seeing the Wishing Lantern on Nomura to counter that Guardian Helmet there on Yuta, and also the Concentrated Energy, of course, one of the core damage of Yuta, core equipment for Kimi. We are seeing it there, and Yuta as well, just dealing a lot of damage and just. The anti-gravity thrust, that's the yin yang overturn already used and committed by Nomura. Wow, traction pulse now pulls it back, but there's the semi-umbrella flee from Nomura to get away from the traction pulse CC. And Yuta now holding his line. He doesn't have that traction pulse again. Both ultimates from both heroes on that cooldown. Now Nomura holding in line, just farming those minion waves and dealing those magic damage to melt them down and build as fast as they can. And no ultimate here. Nomura losing HP. There's the poke, of course. Yuta can't do that and even attack the turret from outside the turret. Jeez. Anti-gravity thrust before things get deadly. But there's the Yin Yang from Nomura, and Yuta is low. The man will fall. Nomura gets a double. Actually, not a double because it is 2 kills now. One more, and the scores will be tied, and we will have to play a final game. But I'm sure Yuta will be banning the Kagura in the next game. I'm pretty sure we'll get to see a Kagura ban here. But let's see how it goes now. Traction Pulse comes out, pulls Nomura down as Gravity Thrust, trying to catch up, and also Starlit Pulse. But nothing can do. No can do. Nomura will get away easy. And that's going to be the Kagura again. Traction Pulse, but that's the flicker from Yuta to make his move. And Nomura might fall. That's not looking good. Skills on that cooldown. Nomura is trying to get away. And that's going to be the outplay with the Simi. And of course, getting the final kill to secure the round for herself. Nomura wins the round 2. Guys, we go to round 3. Wow, these both guys really just going all out against each other here. Nomura bringing out our big guns and bringing out the Kagura. Yuta really having the Eve band. I'm pretty sure we will get to see a Kagura band now. I'm pretty sure we'll get to see that. But Yuta now, he's got that bands. Game 3 we get into. There's no time to waste here. Yuta versus Nomura. We are seeing a Lunox ban from Yuta. I'm expecting a Kagura ban. But hey, if you're not banning the Kagura, maybe she'll use it again. And you know how that went, Yuta, so you really want to ban the Kagura. But Nomura also wants to ban the Eve. Of course, there's the Kagura ban from Yuta. Second ban, Eve ban as well from Nomura. We are seeing some very interesting bans here. Now the picks, as what's going to matter. Think about this carefully, though, because whatever you pick now is going to determine whether you go to that round of 32 or not. Nomura already locking down the Kadita. That's interesting. We're going to get to see some Ocean Ode, Breath of the Ocean, Rough Waves, Thalassophobia, actually. Thalassophobia, Yuta now with the Harriet. Oh no, Alice instead. Now that's interesting. Wow. That's a mobility mage versus a sustain mage. Actually, it is both ways. Both of them have sustain and mobility actually. Because Kadita does have some level of sustain with her passive. And Yuta also has sustain as well. I mean, Alice is one of the queens of sustain out there. But game 3 is in the back, guys. Alice versus Kadita. What do you think? Let me know while the game loads. Alright, so let's see. Okay, I can see someone says, I'm probably retarded, but I don't get this Kimi build. Seki, honestly, at this point, everyone's just trying to survive and win. Okay, someone says, Alice is in a pure mage. Hey, I think production might have to check that. If she's one of the categories, because if you actually pick something that is not in the mage category, I think the match will be cancelled. Okay, yeah, MJ says she's a mage. Okay, yeah, she's a mage. Funny enough, I actually checked the mages category this evening, and somehow I'm still asking this question. Can you imagine? But then Yuta, of course, already zoning him out, really just dominating here. We are seeing him take 2 shots though. He's gonna have to be careful. I mean, Joanna, Alice, you have the regen, I agree, but then be careful. Be very careful there. You can't die. Okay, there's the Breath of the Ocean, of course, with the Petrify and the Ocean Ode already committed. And that's the Crimson Gleam from Yuta. Not ready to follow it through, though. There's the Doom Out, dealing some damage. He has that he doesn't have that Throne of Ruin. It's not on level 4, though. And Yuta holding in line. The Crimson Gleam comes out. The Doom Out onto the creep. Nomura is just farming the minion waves. I think this is going to be a near hit miss kind of situation whereby Nomura will try to do a one shot thing actually, because that's the Kagura winner. Oh, Crimson Gleam to catch up, and that's Doom Waltz. Breath of the Ocean will miss. Now there's Ocean Ode with the Petrify already committed. The way Nomura is actually using that Petrify, that's something that has to really count for something, because Nomura needs to be very careful with those Petrifies, and that's going to be the Doom Waltz Ocean Ode defensively from Nomura into the turret, and now that level 4 is in for both of them. So we are going to be seeing some rough waves soon and some Throne of Ruin on both of their sides. And he needs honestly at some point Alice, Throne of Ruin, maybe a flicker, but no, he's using a vengeance with the Alice. So we might not see there's gonna be the Breath of the Ocean, the Petrify now, rough waves dealing some damage and trying to melt him down, but no, the Crimson Gleam defensively from Yuta to get into the safety and regenerate lost HP. I think Nomura is going to have a tough time killing this Alice, because Alice is going to give it a time. We are seeing the Alice gain back the HP thanks to that Crimson Blood Banquet passive. And also Nomura as well. Ocean Ode, we're trying to farm the minion waves with the Breath of the Ocean. And Yuta with the Doom Waltz, but that will miss though. Breath of the Ocean again. That's the Crimson Gleam now. Nomura and Yuta buying the cost helmet for that HP, and of course that molten aura. Nomura now trying to clear the minion waves. The turret shots are hitting. Yuta is gonna have to be careful though. You don't want to overextend. Crimson Gleam doesn't follow it through though. Doom out again. And that's Nomura now trying to bring the minion waves closer to her. Now, Breath of the Ocean. Okay, Ocean Ode again. Do you guys notice what's going on here, right? What's going on here is Nomura is actually playing it defensively, right? Right now, Nomura doesn't have mana. Oh, we are seeing the Breath of the Ocean. That's an engagement there, but that doesn't follow through. Nomura doesn't actually have mana. And the thing with Kagura's odds, okay, Throne of Ruin for the Ocean Ode away into a safe position. Yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, the thing with Nomura is that she's trying to gain back mana she lost and just make sure that she played safe. But we are seeing a petrified. Honestly, I think this is gonna be a tough kill. Yeah, I want to come out and say it's gonna be a tough kill because Yuta is gonna just keep regenerating. Oh, okay, Crimson Gleam into the turret and the Breath of the Ocean to raise him up. Unfortunately, not whilst the turret was hitting him hard. Yeah, like I was saying, guys, this is gonna be a tough kill for Nomura. Alice has a lot of sustain. And Nomura doesn't have enough damage right now, unless maybe she'll just farm and buy enough items in such a way that somehow she makes it work. But definitely this will not be easy for her to actually pull it off. But if she actually does, that would be very impressive. That's Breath Reputation and Ocean Ode defensively. Now Nomura, I can see that Yuta is trying to push the turret, and that's gonna be the rough waves now to melt the waves that are coming in. Okay. Someone says this is a battle of attrition, which Alice will win. Yeah, I agree. In the long run, Yuta can actually just play the sustained game. The minions are gonna get stronger and stronger, and Nomura will just have to just rely on clearing the waves. You can see now the minion waves are coming, and Yuta is now trying to attack the minion waves and just make sure he melts down the turrets. But Nomura is just trying. Nomura's option right now is just try to clear the minion waves as fast as you can. Don't give Yuta the chance to push the base because gradually, little by little, the base will be taking damage. And don't forget, guys, the minions get stronger over time. So Nomura will have a tougher time clearing the minion waves if this strategy continues. In the long run, basically, Yuta has a good advantage here. And that's going to be Crimson Gleam. Now, okay, the minion waves are coming in. Yuta keeps pushing the base. And we see a rinse and repeat here over and over and over again. And someone says here that someone says MJ talked about Alice and Esme in the announcement. Yeah, fair. Another person says Alice can't really attack anyhow. Yes, in as much as Yuta is pushing whilst the Nomura is in her base, he needs to be careful so that he doesn't get shot by the turret. That's Winter Crown. And of course, Nomura, okay, first blood by Yuta and Crimson Gleam to get out. It looks like this might be GG's for Nomura. But no, the minion waves will be melted down by the turret, and there's not enough time for Yuta to take down that base. That's one thing about mages. They're not exactly the greatest turret pushers out there, you know. Well, yeah, guys, I am going to have to take some water soon. I forgot to bring water up on my side. But yeah, Nomura here just taking some damage, and Yuta as well. Just playing it safe. The minion waves are in again, so we just rinse and repeat. But that's the rough waves and the Thalassophobia coming through for Nomura. The minion waves melted down by Nomura. We are seeing the same rinse and repeat pattern here. Okay, someone says Cyclops will work against Alicia, good range and CD. Well, Cyclops is actually going to struggle a little bit, but Alice still has that out sustain. Just look at Yuta. I mean, look at the stats here, guys. Let's look at the stats for a bit. Yuta's got that Oracle. So stats, builds. Yuta's got that Oracle. Okay, Throne of Ruin, but that's not going to count for much. And Nomura's base is losing a lot of HP there. Yuta taking a lot of turret shots. Gonna have to be careful and wait for that next minion waves to end this game. But this is a long, hard-fought battle for Nomura. One that does not look nice. And Yuta already has that Winter Crown again. And yeah, look at the builds. Oracle already bought, Winter Crown's gotten. Yuta's got 8k HP. That's almost double the HP value of Nomura. This is just a battle of sustain that Nomura is not actually winning out in the long run, because right now that's going to be the rough waves and the Thalassophobia under cooldown, so she don't regain HP there. Okay, Yuta now losing a lot of HP though. Gonna have to be very careful. Gonna have to be very careful. You're gonna have to rely on this minion waves to gain back HP lost. And yeah, it gains it back like it's nothing. Throne of Ruin, there's all the HP lost back again. Nomura losing HP. We are gonna see a back and forth. There's really nothing to be done here, guys. Rough waves again. Winter Crown. The minion waves approach. Yuta pushes. That's gonna be Ocean Ode poking. Nomura is doing all she can to keep Yuta.
Red team hero has been slain. Victory!
Good games. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, someone says bro require to recover full HP. Yeah, let me do this, guys. Game's done. I don't know why they stay here though, but game's done. Please, guys. Okay. Yeah, GG's. Please, guys. Next set, please log in, I beg. Let me go and get water. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna take a quick water break. Wait, how is my mic like horror movie? What? Wait, Stack, is my mic like horror movie? Cracking here. Okay, boy. Okay, but is it okay now? What the heck? Nah, that can be right. Wait, calm down. Let me try fixing stuff. Let me try reloading stuff. I'm coming. One sec. Okay. Okay, how is it now? Too bad, okay.
No, it's still the same. Let me use my. Okay, it's better now. All right now. Wait, let me get water. Let me go for a water break. I beg. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. Stack, how we doing now? All right. Nero buying out the car. I mean, nobody wants to even face a Kagura at this point. Kagura is just that cheating age that is just best. Kagura is just kind of built for a 1v1 situation, honestly, if you really think about it. And Super Theo, he doesn't ban the Kagura, but now he has to choose someone, and that's Nero with the Esmeralda. We might be seeing some sustained battle here, and Alice would have been a very good person to face her. Well, now Super Theo doesn't have that Alice. Okay. Jusine against an Esmeralda. I don't know. I don't think that works. I don't think that works. I think this would be an issue of range. Yeah, this will definitely be an issue of range because Super Theo will have the range advantage. Nero can close in though with his falling star moon. He can close in, but then Nero goes for that flicker though. Super Theo as well. Okay, okay, okay. I mean, okay. I want to see how this goes, guys. Let me just get into a comfortable position real quick while the game loads. I beg.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Okay. Okay, guys. Now I am in a comfortable position, and I am seeing the comments. I am seeing all the comments, and someone says here that Theo is winning. Yeah, things are looking good for him. He's already doing a lot of damage there. That's the lantern flare poke, and of course, this is the range advantage I did talk about, didn't I? And now we are seeing Nero dealing a lot of damage. And look, actually being dealt a lot of damage, and of course, lantern flare almost getting the first blood for Super Theo. Jesus. It's early game. The mana's been regained thanks to that fluttering glaze. And oh yeah. I think I've seen the entire script of this game. I think I've seen the entire script of this game. Rolling Sosami says match don't end. Yeah. Match has actually ended, guy. Let me just be honest with you. Let me just be honest with you. But then let's get to level 4 first. Let's see how this goes. I want to see Nero. See, you can always just do it. Lantern Flare, get the maximum stack of Fluttering Grace, right? And then just pull them back. Lantern Flare again. If Super Theo gets the Crimson Beacon, it's just gonna be this. Let's look at what's happening now. Apply the stacks. Apply the stacks. Raise him up. Pull him back. Apply the stacks. It's just over and over. It's at this point. It's not looking nice for Nero, honestly. It's really not looking nice. It's a range advantage. It's a range advantage that Super Theo is really maximizing. Apply the stacks, raise him up, bring him down again. Apply the stacks, raise him up, bring him down again. That's exactly what he's doing here. But Nero, okay, Crimson Beacon already committed, and we can see Super Theo now getting serious. All right, but then Star Moon is really dealing a lot of damage as well. Super Theo is losing a lot of HP. Flicker in, and Super Theo almost dead. Nero has gotten serious. I like this. But then you can see that the only options that Nero has here to close in is actually with the Falling Star Moon and with the Flicker. And Super Theo is going to have to be careful about that, really, because you are very vulnerable as the Jushin, especially when you have used your casket. That's the Falling Star Moon and Nero with the first blood. Actually, the second, because the first blood was given to Super Theo, but he has equalized. All right, guys, don't underestimate Nero. The man knows what he's doing. The man knows what he's doing. No, the match might not be over so early. Super Theo needs to be calm, collected, really time his engagements very well. That's the Fluttering Grace, of course. Super Theo now with the Lantern Flare poking it out now. Nero with the Falling Star Moon, one way to get closed in, and that's gonna be him pulled back into the turret, pulled back again, and Nero taking a lot of turret shots but able to sustain it, and that's gonna be him pulling back. Okay, I think Super Theo needs to be very careful where he pulls Nero, because you can pull Nero into a place where can be closer to can be a counterproductive pull. You can give him more. You can see what's going on here, right? You can see Nero, once he gets pulled close to the Super Theo, he immediately just attacks him, gains that shield, absorb the shield back. Nero now pulling him into the turret. I like the strat, but that's a counterproductive strat because Super Theo is losing a lot of HP with this strat. So Super Theo needs to be very careful, though. Of course, that's gonna be the enchanted talisman bought by Nero for those cooldown reduction. And hey, what not? The cooldowns are almost out. The flicker is almost ready. The Falling Star Moon is now ready for Nero. So Super Theo is low on HP. Nero has all the HP back. Thanks to the okay, Falling Star Moon engaging. Super Theo already low, and Nero might just win this one out, but pull into the turret. Crimson pick up the Lantern Flare. That's not a good move by Nero. As Super Theo outplays him and brings him back and wins it out. Game 1 looking good for Super Theo. What do you guys think? Let me look at the comments right now. I'm sure there are some interesting comments here. Someone says Asce Vs Jushin. Yeah, Asce is actually looking good right now. Asce is looking good right now. But then Super Theo find the way flicker out of the Falling Star Moon. That is a really good one. Then Lantern Flare brings him back again. We are seeing Super Theo losing some HP though, thanks to that Esmeralda's debuff, the Frost Moon Casket. And we are seeing Nero as well, waiting out. Maybe a flicker soon. He has that flicker ready. He might get it soon. Maybe he is waiting it out though. Nero is patient in games like this, especially when you need to close in on your opponent. Patience will be the key in situations like this. And Spathio is aware of that too. The man is not playing it safe. The man is just poking it out, aggressive, coming out, not afraid of that falling stamina or the flicker, not afraid of anything. But then Nero now pulls him back again. Okay, he doesn't pull him back, he pulls him to the left side. Maybe him learning here. But no, Super Theo is just poking him right out. But then falling stamina will be ready soon. So Super Theo is gonna have to be very careful with that engagement there. The minion waves have gathered though. He's gonna have to clear that though. And Nero now. There's the engagement. No. Okay, fully star mode, but that's gonna be the Crimson Beacon to counter that. And Super Theo now trying to poke him out, but Nero is quick to get into safety there. Now Lantern Flare, more stacks applied on Nero. Nero, he's losing HP. Now pulls him back again, deals some damage, and Nero flickers out into safety. Almost died in that engagement. That was a close one for the man. One more death, and game one goes to Super Theo. Well, rage advantage, guys, if you really think about it. Okay, so I am seeing some comments there. Someone says, go, Falling Star Moon engages from Nero. That might be a counterproductive move, and that will be the move to cost him the game. And yeah, game one goes to Super Theo. Well, we all saw this from the beginning, to be fair. But then I gotta give it out to Nero, though. He did put up a fight. It wasn't just a one-sided battle. He did put up a fight. Let's get straight into game two. There's no time. We do have one more game before we go close everything for tonight. Once again, shout out to the sponsors, Damio Arena. Shout out to Mlhub organizing team for putting together this wonderful mini tournament, the 1v1 Mages edition of Mlhub. And Super Theo Nero game two. Let's see Super Theo takes another win so we can get straight to the fourth game. Or Nero is gonna put up a fight. We are seeing the Esmeralda band on both ends. And we are seeing the Alice band. Super Theo. I'm surprised that Nero did not ban that juicing. I wonder why he did not ban the juicing. That is not a really good move, but then maybe a Harriet by Zask. Wow. Now that was interesting. Now that's interesting. But Nero a bit indecisive here on what he should go for. Or Harry Purify. He goes for an Harry. I don't really know. I don't really support the Harriet, honestly. I feel like Super Theo will still outrange him. I mean, the Harry's got the Zaman Force, that's for sure, right? But still, the slow is not enough to stop Super Theo. He's got the flicker, he's got the Crimson Beacon. He can always blink with that. He can blink with the flicker as well. So I don't know. I don't think this is gonna, and I think Nero is still outraged. I think Nero is still angry. I feel like the Zask might have been better in a way. If you really think about it, he's only got the Dominator descent there, so yeah, Super Theo can still outrange him. Justin just has a lot of me. I think Nero would have just been better off just banning the Justin, honestly, rather than banning the Esmeralda that he himself played. So honestly, I feel like bans here just cost Nero this, and of course, there's the poke, Lantern Flare, raising him up, bringing him back. His history repeated again. But let me know what you guys think. Let me see what you guys are thinking. So someone says another Lantern victim. Yeah. This is just basically what's gonna be happening, guys. This is just basically him gonna be zoned out. Yeah, Lantern Flare pulls him back. The same history going on again. Super Theo, Nero losing a lot of HP. I can tell that the man is actually waiting for his level 4 though. He is waiting for his level 4. Super Theo still poking him out, and Purify already committed. That's an early usage. I was hoping that he wait for his ult to I was hoping that he wait for his ult to be ready before he uses it so that he can engage and get closer. But he did use it early, so he's gonna have to think of this one. He's got an Pure Rage though. Now there's a Synchro Fission that will connect the Chrono Dash as well, saves him. He's got both skills now. And of course, the Chrono Dash now, Super Theo keeping his distance, having learned from that experience there. And Nero holding, just keeping his distance, waiting for that level 4. Super Theo almost on level 4 on his end. And now, Nero now, waiting in line. Just be patient. That's the Crimson Beacon already committed. Level 4 already achieved. Pulls him back. More Lantern Flares. The Chrono Dash. And will save Nero for a while. That is. Super Theo still keeping his distance and making sure he pokes from his safe corner. Man, this cannot be good, guys. This is not looking good for Nero. He is locked in, zoned out into his own turret. Game one has been taken by Spathio. If he loses this game, it's not. He's gonna be out of the Mages 1v1 tournament, guys. But both of them are. Let me look at the comments, by the way. Let me look at what you guys are thinking. Since they're keeping their distance from each other. So I can see someone here says, this is wicked. Someone says X-Men need more. Okay, that was the former game. Someone says them no go agree. Someone says not banish, you see it's a mistake. Yeah. Okay, Zaman Force already committed, but Super CEO is quick to flicker out and pulls him into the turret. Nero down my oh my god. The synchro fusion. Jesus. Nero somehow sneaks a kill out onto Super Theo and he wins it out. And now the minion waves are approaching in his favor. The man not willing to push though. He is farming the creep instead. That's one kill. Nero might just be up to something here. May not just be a victim, but make Super Theo a victim instead. But now there's the Zaman Force already committed, of course. The Crimson Beacons are placed, purified to remove the stacks. And Nero now getting chased by Super Theo with that lantern flare. Purify already committed, both battle spells committed on both ends. Not a good look for Nero. He's gonna keep his distance now. The Chrono Dash is his only hope to avoid the stacks. And yeah, of course, gonna have to be careful there. Guys, I think I kind of lost myself there. Okay, yeah. I think I'm back. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so Nero actually has a very good strat. He understands that the Harit can cover the distance with the Zaman Force. I mean, to be fair, the Zaman Force does give him some level of cooldown reduction. Why is Nero? Okay. I like this. Zaman Force gonna dash back and forth. That's gonna be the synchro fusion. But Super Theo already committing that blink with the Crimson Beacon, or engaging him now, pulls him back. Nero doesn't have the Purify or the Zaman Force, but he does have the Chrono Dash. So he's got that last lifeline to get away in safety. But Super Theo cannot underestimate Nero, though. The man, he's dangerous. That's for sure. And Super Theo now doesn't have that Crimson Beacon blink, but he does have that flicker, though. Nero as well. Purify almost off cooldown now. He has that Summon Force as well. So both of them are very careful with their engagement. This is a very dragged out game, too, compared to what we saw the last game. But let's see how it goes, really. Let's see how it goes. And Nero now, Super Theo, one is holding in line and being patient about things here. Nero as well. Now that's the poke we all love to see from the juicy. Well, let me just see the comments while they're avoiding each other. Someone says, yes, patient dog finally see both job. Say curious. Someone says, might need to build Radiant. Let me even look at the builds myself. Okay. We are seeing some very interesting things here. There's no magic defense on the side of Nero. He needs to actually consider that, that's for sure. But he does have concentrated energy though. And he does have the enhanced basic attack, Stalum side. He does have the Feather of Heaven as well as the concentrated energy. So in terms of offense, I think Nero is pretty much settled. But in terms of defense, he might need to consider the Radiant Armor, like you said. But then that's the engagement there, of course, slowing him down. That's going to be the Crimson Beacon back and forth, purifying, not committed. Nero somehow, the Chrono Dash is sufficient enough for him to get away from Super Theo pokes. But now, almost maximum stack raises him up, pulls him back, and Nero being dealt a lot of damage. Man, revitalized to the rescue as he will gain it back. And I am seeing some more comments here. Someone saying, nice play. Yeah, the guy actually tried. That's the Zaman Force again. Oh my god, that's the Harry for you, man. Just blinking back and forth and avoiding those lantern flares. Jeez, this is really starting to actually bug Super Theo. The man doesn't have that flicker, he doesn't have that chrono dash, and Nero has full HP. He's got that purifier available. This might be the turning point for Nero in his favor. He has the purifier, he's got the Zaman Force. Super Theo only has the Crimson Beacon, no flicker, and now poking out safely onto the minion waves and just trying to regen lost HP. And I can see someone says Holy Crystal and Wings for Harriet. Yeah, well, this game is actually starting to drag out well, and in the long run, it's starting to look like Nero will actually win this. But hey, fingers crossed. No need to talk. No need to start out too early, honestly. But then, oh, okay. Starting out now, Crimson Beacon to dodge the Zaman Force and pulls him back. Nero now trying to use the, yes, he uses the Purify. I think that was a wise move on his end, actually. That was a wise move because if you really think about it, Nero would have, after, Chrono Dash to escape. Okay, let me just look at more comments here because this game is actually dragging out very well. Oh, Zaman Force again. Smart Theo losing a lot of HP. One more Chrono Dash to do it. One more Chrono Dash to do it. In Pure Rage might just be enough. Yes, it is. Nero gets the kill in Pure Rage to the rescue. And Nero now 2 kills. The man is cooking Super Theo. And it looks like that you see might not be meta again. Zaman Force now with the Chrono Dash. Enhanced Disc Attack to melt the base. Nero is up to something, and game 2 will be his as he will take game 2. My goodness, Nero played the long game and he wins it out and takes game 2. Now we move on to a game 3, and everyone thought the Justin would win. Now that's interesting. Well, the Justin is not that invincible anymore. Okay, let's get to game 3, please. No time wasted. No time wasted. Nero, beautiful game from you, man. Super Theo, impressive game. A very impressive one as well. So yeah, guys, this is game 3 now. We start game 3. No time wasted. We don't have time. Super Theo banning. I don't what. Well, yeah, I'm not speechless actually. Super Theo actually banning that Harriet. Nero needs to ban the Yusin. He needs to ban the Yusin. He needs to. Oh, he doesn't ban the Yusin. He does not ban the Yusin, guys. That is actually very interesting. I think he doesn't actually think the Yusin is worthy of ban. Super Theo might just lock down the Yusin again. Wow, that's one player that has a lot of heroes in his hero pool. That's the link here. Am I seeing a link? Beg. I thought I saw a link. Oh yeah, Nero now might go for something different. Really to think this through though. He goes for an Harley, and Super Theo goes for a Kimi. Wow, Harley versus Kimi. I think we can all see how this will turn out. I think we can all see how this will. But then that's game 3 picks. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, someone says this Harris is big. Yeah, Seki, I think the guy does not really like consider Juicy that much of a threat. For the fact that he had 2 chances to ban the Juicy now and he did not ban. And I think one of the things that also empowered his confidence was when he actually won against the Juicy. I think that would like confirm him and say, okay, no, I don't think it's worth it banning the Juicy. But hey, game master, but let me just plug my stuff, guys. One sec, guys, excuse me. Okay. I am back, and time to see what these guys are up to. We are seeing some very interesting plays here. No kills found. Nero still keeping his distance. Might be playing the long game though, because we have seen him done that before. Okay, so someone says Kimi won't cry. Or more. To be honest, I think you can also say, okay, I am seeing a flame shot. I'm seeing a flame shot here. Okay, it's Super Theo now, poking out, that's the space escape from Nero to get into safety. And now I'll blaze him, of course, level 3 already of Super Theo, Starlift Pulse. You have to be very, very, very creative with this one. Gets the poker trick with the anti-gravity thrust. Super Theo with that reaction time, impressive. I gotta say, Nero taking a lot of shots there. But then, Nero, flame shots to melt down the HP, and Nero might just be up to something here. I want to see what happens when Nero hits that level 4. It might not be funny for Super Theo. It might be a very quick hit and run situation here, as Ali normally do. But yeah. Someone says wait, that's BB's hub. I don't really know why it's saying wait. But this is the 3rd game. One more match and we're done for tonight, guys. For day 1. Super Theo now. Oh, okay. We are seeing a space escape. But then Deadly Magic couldn't use it though. Super Theo has the gravity thrust to get away. And now that's gonna be the flickers out. You will flicker to the first one. What will you do about the second one? I feel like Super Theo should prioritize Winter Crown in this situation. I feel like he should, because right now the gravity thrust to close it was space escape to get away. Nero reaction time still impressive too. On its end, that's the magic shred bot as well. Of course, the glowing wand. Genius one rather, bought by Nero. Super Theo now, you have the flicker to escape the first time. What's gonna help you out the second time? Maybe the anti-gravity thrust, maybe, but then that's deadly magic. Ooh, my goodness. S1, S2. Now that's a very good combination. The Starlit Pulse immobility versus plus the anti-gravity thrust. Oh, deadly magic. And that will be the first blood. And yes, Nero will find one down. I like that. I think the game is pretty much settled at this point. I think we all know how this is gonna turn out because Nero is just gonna keep doing this. He's just gonna keep doing this. Super Theo almost respawning now, and that's gonna be traction pulse. Of course, space escape to dodge the traction pulse. Harley can do that. Harley can also come back, and I think this is the reverse situation here. Someone says the rule says in the
Red team hero has been slain.
cheat in situations like this, actually. In situations like this, I think this is just a mechanic advantage. Nero is just taking advantage of the mechanic at this point. Super Theo can try to run. Flicker is one chance, anti-gravity thrust is another, but Nero will just target him well. Reaction time, that'll be it. Now, Super Theo can only these and just wait for the deaths and the game to end. And yeah, at this point, it's a given, guys. It's a given. You just have to just be patient, see through to the end, and just wait it out. The minions ways are getting a bit clogged, though. We are seeing a lot of minions and Nero just farming. We are seeing him buy that magic crystal. Of course, traction balls come through. Nero will get caught in it. Space escape to escape. Wow, mythology. And that's gonna be Super Theo farming the minion waves from a safe distance. Poker trick from Nero. Super Theo still keeping his distance, which is what you want to do if you're a Kimi, because you need to be very careful because of this Harley. This Harley can be very, very brutal. But so far now, Nero might be holding in line and being patient at this point and just waiting for Super Theo to show himself so that he can just end things. No stress, no time wasted. Nero now, both of them are calm, both of them are patient. As someone says, you want to. Yeah, one shot heals are one of the heroes that can be very, very lethal. Okay. Nero now. Hold, hold, hold. Family the base. Oh, okay. With the magic, and that's not the flicker with the anti-gravity thrust. Jesus. Addison. And Nero will farm the minion waves. He does not have that HP advantage. Revitalize is there though. The Winter Crown is available for Super Theo. So he's gonna have to force out the Winter Crown, force out the flicker, and force out the anti-gravity thrust if he wants to take him down. But Super Theo already knows what he should do. So yeah, that's something that needs to be considered, guys. This is a lot. And yeah, that's something, man. Yeah, he works. Ooh, deadly magic already committed, but there's the Winter Crown, and no, a lot of damage being dealt in pure rage as well. And Super Theo somehow survives that. Jesus. Now he's very low though. Traction pulse, melts down Nero. Then Nero just needs that flame shot now, gaining back all the HP lost. Then that might be him now looking to end this with the base. Super Theo, there's a lot of HP there. That's gonna be more. The poker trick still dealing more damage. Super Theo losing HP. He just needs that space escape one more time. He just needs that space escape, and that deadly magic is ready. Deadly magic is ready actually. He might go in soon. He might go in soon. Super Theo doesn't have that HP advantage anymore. He's just trying to clear the waves and just end things at this point. Instantly post. Super Theo might just be waiting for this one. There's gonna be deadly magic. Hey, hey. Can he escape? Can he escape? And yeah, game's over. That's it, guys. I think we also that from the beginning. Nero actually tried. Nero actually tried. Super Theo tried as well, but Nero was just the better one. GG's guys. GG's guys. GG's guys. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Game 4, please. Game 4, guys. Let's get to the last game of the day so that I can rest. It's been a long night. It's been almost an hour plus. Okay, yeah. So what do you guys think about game 4, right? Game 3, right? What do you guys think? Let me engage you guys in the comments. Okay, I can see someone here says Kimi is a bad pick in 1v1. To be fair, we have seen people actually struggle with the Kimi picks. We have seen that. Dark Will says absolute cinema. Thank you, man. Thank you. Someone says this highly timing is spot on. Yeah, of course. When you've got the mechanic advantage, you wanna make the most of it. You wanna make sure you are making the most of it. You don't want to just leverage. You want to leverage on your advantage basically. Someone says it should be mage only. It's mage only. I don't really get the point there, but yeah, that's game 3. That's game 3, guys. Waiting for the next game to start so that we can get straight in. I don't know. Wait, next says please log in and back. Let me see the last game for today. Okay. Super Theo. What the last set of guys? Okay. Yeah, K Super Solafedei versus Rayo. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So Stack, how's my voice? I hope it's not terrible. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay. Let's do the last game, guys. Let's do the last game. All right. We are waiting for Rayo. It's Rayo we are waiting for. Hmm. Where's Rayo now? Oh my Coney Black is just coming, guy. Seriously? When they don't play 3 game. Oh shit. I have to leave, guys. Wait. Let me just I have to leave. That nonsense is happening again, Stack. I have to leave. Let this guy start the game, I beg. Oh, you are now the lobby now. Stack, you have to leave. You have to leave, come back. Yeah, because they will.
Revere the abyss.
Yeah, right, I'll start. Man, I'm so tired, man. It's been a while since I've solo casted. Mm. Is Rayo here? Same player has not. What? He was saying that nonsense for me too. I don't know why this thing does this. So, I don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Leave lobby and join. Yeah, yeah. Leave lobby and rejoin. Leave lobby and rejoin. Let Super Solafedei do it. That stuff. That's tough is to yeah. Yeah. So Solafedei will just be starting from now on. I don't know why he's just he said he's going to win this match. I don't actually know. Maybe just go for Rayo. Sha. Everybody's going for Solafedei. Wow. Okay, final match of the day. Final match of the day, guys. We are seeing Super Solafedei versus Rayo, and I don't know why both of them don't even have Nigeria flags. Ew, Nigeria, my country. But
Finally
Odette.
standing up
Now
for
that's a
myself.
very nice pick versus. Okay, wow, two water-based mages. Not bad. Not bad actually. Selena. Now that's a new entry for the mage tournaments. That's for sure. Cyclops. Okay. Okay. That's good picks, guys. I think I'm feeling sleepy, Seth. I think I'm feeling sleepy. Okay, someone says no vegetarian was finished of the seminar. Okay. Uh Cody, welcome. I think I'm feeling sleepy. Oh. Jesus, this is new. Hardly feel sleepy at this point. Okay. Cyclops versus Odette. That's an interesting matchup. What do you guys think? Cyclops versus Odette. From the way I look at this game,
5
though,
seconds
the way I'm
till the
looking at
enemy
this game,
reaches the
I feel
battlefield.
like Super
Smash them.
Solafedei might have to
All
be
troops
very
deployed.
careful because the star power lockdown can immobilize targets. But I want to see how the star power lockdown interacts with the Swan song. Now that's gonna be an interesting thing. I do hope it can cancel it because I know only ICC levels can cancel the Swan song. But there's the Blue Nova and of course the Planet Attack from Rayo. That's what Cyclops can do. He can make sure he gets head on, and Cyclops can fight 1v1, and he's one of those fighter mages out there like Kagura that can do 1v1 like that. But don't underestimate Odette too, because when she gets that Swan song, she can be a force to reckon with. That's right now. Planet Attack, of course, start things out in Super Solafedei. Almost first blood. That was a close one. Flickering out into safety just in time, and that might not be enough. Of course, Rayo picks up the first blood. Jesus Christ. What the heck? First blood already done. Spot a lot for day. Not on level 4 yet. Rayo almost on level 4. And things are looking good for the man. Cyclops absolutely styling in the first part of the game. Looks like this might be a fast one here, guys. But let's not speak too soon. That's Star Power lockdown. And of course, the Planet Attack. Rayo taking a lot of 2 shots though. We're gonna have to be very patient here. The man will be very calm. Spamming the recalls now. There's gonna be him trying to regenerate what HP lost by him, and just hold in line. Be very patient. Okay, now minion waves are there. He's gonna have to melt it down though. Rayo, okay, taking the minion waves down. Both of them keeping their distance. They have seen what they can do to each other, especially at close distance. And now Super Solafedei almost at level 4. Star Power lockdown with Planet Attack. That is a very intelligent way to start. That's gonna be this one song. Now the Aegis to counter and the Planet Attack mobility to get away from the range of the Swan Song. Rayo is really relying on that Aegis for those outplays on the Swan Song. But I want to see what happens when Super Solafedei has a lot of damage on the Swan Song that can even melt through the Aegis. Now that would be an interesting sight to behold. But then Blue Nova onto it. Okay, Rayo. That's another kill again. The Planet Attack and Super Solafedei. It looks like the Swan Song Kudan is starting to get to him because now Rayo has 2 kills. But then it's just the first match of the best of 3, so he still has 2 more games. Super Solafedei still has more time to change things up, to switch things up. So there's still hope, guys. There's still hope. Then that's going to be the Star Power lockdown now with the Planet Attack. And of course, the flicker there. Whoa, does not have Aegis. Doesn't have Aegis. Yeah, Rayo doesn't have Aegis to escape that. That was actually pretty cool. And also very strategic. Flicker, Blue Nova, Swan Song, no ages to counter. Rayo has to fall, and that's how it goes. Star Power Lockdown is ready, so Rayo comes back soon. He's gonna have to be very careful now. Solafedei needs to be very careful. He doesn't have that flicker, though. He doesn't have the ultimates too. That might not be a very wise move because Star Power Lockdown. Yes. Star Power Lockdown. Maybe soon. No, he keeps his distance. No, that was a close one. That was close. That was really close, guys. That was super close. Okay. Minion waves clearing it out. Nothing really major here, honestly. They just me clearing the minion waves, and both of them just trying it out. Rayo in the bushes. Super Solafedei is low, but he's got that ultimate ready, so he can actually take advantage of that shield. Let me check out their builds so far. Let me see what their builds are like. Okay, okay. We are not seeing any magic defense on either side. We are seeing an anti-heal on the side of Super Solafedei though, so that's actually a good thing. We are seeing also some level of shields there on the Blood Wings from them. Okay, that's an engagement from them. Swansong already popped. Aegis not used though. Swansong cancelled out early, and that's gonna be the planet's attack, melting Solafedei to 50% HP. And Rayo has lost HP, but he's got that Aegis backing though, so he can't stay afford, and that's gonna be damage coming out from Rayo. Jeez, where has Cyclops been hiding all this while? And Rayo now taking advantage of that Star Power Lockdown, and yeah, planet attack. Game one is done, and that's Rayo taking the game one in his favor. 10.1 rating. That's a very brilliant performance, guys. And now we move on to game two. Wow, Rayo really starting out strong. I gotta come on and say it. Start game, please. Start game, please. Okay, start the game. Let's start the game so we can get straight to round two. No time wasted. We need to actually round this up real quick. This might even be the final match of the day. So let me just say all this. Let me just give all the shout outs. Shout outs to Damio Arena, of course, for partnering with Mlhub to organize the mini tournament, the 1v1 Mage tournament. Shout out to Mlhub organizing team, of course, MG Cypher and all those in between for making this work. Shout out to Stark, of course, for handling the stream in the back end, the visuals, the graphics, the audio, everything you see. Shout out to them for putting all this together to bring in this tournament to you at your viewership. And of course, Super Solafedei, we are seeing him, the Lunox. Okay, this is interesting. A duplicate pick. Wow, with the same skin. Huh, now that's interesting. Wow, we are seeing a Lunox. Wait, these guys, man. I don't know whether they agreed with this, but let's just see how this goes. It is a duplicate pick. I don't know who remembers the Mortal Kombat. I don't know who played Mortal Kombat, whereby whenever you use a duplicate pick, the opponent hero will have a different clothes color so that you can differentiate. I don't know who played Mortal Kombat on mobile device. But yeah, that was how we used to differentiate back then. But yeah, there is no way to differentiate. The good thing is that they are using skins and they have usernames. So that's a good thing. But then both of them here, this might be the final game because this is game two of the best of three. And so that's Super Solafedei, they have lost the game one. Rayo won the game one. Let's see how the game two goes. It might be a situation of first to use the skills, but there's gonna be the starting pulse, of course. Now they are taking a lot of damage here. Most of them just trying to heal and deal as much damage with the Chaos Assault here. And that's gonna be the Cosmic Fusion. Rayo dealing more damage, but for Solafedei forced to retreat, losing HP. He's got an Aegis though, so he can actually gain back some shield when he needs it. Cosmic Fusion again from Rayo to deal some damage there. So Super Solafedei still no pressure to put out that Aegis. The man is maintaining maximum composure. Cosmic Fusion, Rayo healing, didn't damage. Super Solafedei is losing a lot of HP though. He's got that Aegis to come through. Yes, he uses it, and that's gonna be Rayo now losing HP. Aegis already melted down. And first got to Rayo. Wow, the man is looking good right now. Sally forced to regen what HP he has lost, and he is trying to farm the minion waves now and push as much as he can. Level 4 will soon be reached by Rayo, and level 3 by both of them will soon reach level 4 actually. Yeah, Rayo already on level 4, might use that soon. Maybe Power of Chaos soon. You might get to see it. You might get to see Rayo use it, but he's gonna have to be very careful though, because he doesn't have the HP and the Aegis is still under cooldown for Super Solafedei, and he doesn't know the time, so he needs to be very careful how he engages. He needs to be very careful now. Revitalize, gains back HP lost. to a degree. At least now he can confidently engage. Okay, let's the engagement there with the power of chaos, with the power of brilliance to counter it and make him run out of time. But Rayo knows how to operate there, flickers out into safety, and now the Starling Pulse trying to heal what's lost. He does not have that power of chaos. He does not have it. He's gonna have to be very careful with this engagement here. Cosmic Vision to poke him out. Who's gonna get the ultimate first? That's gonna be the big question. Flicker already used by Rayo, but then the ages available for Solafedei. Things are looking good when it comes to this 1v1 outplays here. When it comes to this out sustaining, that's gonna be the brilliance now to come in and engage. There's some damage. Brilliance again on the side of Rayo trying to heal it back. But Solafedei just the power of chaos, and no, Rayo is the last one to act. Solafedei will be the one to take that kill in his favor. And guys, I am liking what I'm seeing. Super Solafedei is actually looking good and starting to actually man things up. But someone says in the comment here, not first to poke. Super Solafedei poking first was using Dark Thing while Rayo was in Light Heal. Rayo out sustained. The second fight was first to poke. Honestly, I think at this point he's gonna be first to do anything because right now we are seeing both of them use the Cosmic Vision. But okay, back and forth of chaos on both sides. But Super Solafedei wins it out. First to use it wins it out, guys. That's the plan. First to use it is the one that will win it. And yeah, the bait's being melted down, and Rayo is losing his face, guys. And it looks like we might be going to game 3. Yes, we are going into game 3. Rayo loses game 2. They really forced out that game 3. Okay, let's go for game 3. I am all for game 3. But this will be the final match for tonight, guys. It has been a long run for the first day of the Mage 1v1 tournament. And Super Solafedei, start. Let me tell them to start, please. Okay. Yeah, we are back. Final game for today. And let's see if we get another duplicate game, guys. Let's see if we get something interesting here. Lunox banned by Rayo. Alice banned. Cyclops banned by Super Solafedei. Fasa banned as well. We actually want to ban our Fasa, though. Fasa's got a lot of range. She's got a shit ton of range. So Super Solafedei, now they've got to select a hero here. Kagura on Rayo. Okay. Might go for it. Super Solafedei with the Odette. Jesus Christ. Oh my. Oh no. If Rayo had gone for the Jusine, that would have been the ultimate counter to Odette. Because Airborns can cancel the ult. Wow, that was close, man. That was close. That was really close, man. Well, Rayo going for the Kadita against the Odette. Well, Airborne is still there because the Breath of the Ocean can actually knock Super Solafedei airborne. So this is just a mechanical advantage we saw. Just like game 3, we saw the Harley Kimi thing. Now we are seeing the Kadita Odette. I feel like Odette should be a risky pick in this 1v1 Mage tournament because there's some significant amount of mages that can raise, that can knock players and characters airborne. So Odette should be like a risky pick, but somehow we are still seeing her get picked instead. But yeah, we are seeing it might get busted down. Someone says Idora pick went. Yeah, I don't know about Idora pick, guys. But this is game 3. This is the final game for tonight. Okay, that's the Blue Nova. Stun him up. That's gonna be the Ocean Ode. Back and forth. Rayo is losing more HP somehow. How? How are you losing more HP though? Because you are the ones who started that engagement. But hey, Super Solafedei looks good right now. The man is zoning Rayo out and keeping him out. And yeah, we are seeing him on level 3. Rayo still on level 1. So that's 2 level difference. Wow, that's Breath of the Ocean now for the airborne. Super Solafedei is gonna have to be careful about that skill though, because that can be very counterproductive to his ultimate. So yeah, you're gonna have to be very careful there. That's the Ocean Ode. Super Solafedei. Rayo now as well. Super Solafedei now. Rayo as well. Just holding in line. Both of them just being chill on level 4 now. Have to be very careful now. That's level 4 advantage. Just petrify, of course, yeah. Of course, God, yeah. I think Super Solafedei somehow saw that coming because he walked into a dangerous position and Rayo just saw his opportunity, took it, and immediately and Super Solafedei realized that, okay, look, I'm already airborne. There's no point casting the ult. Let me just let myself get killed. And that was exactly what he did because he preserved his ult there. Now, Rayo's Potion of Breath of the Ocean is probably on that cooldown. He's gonna have to time it though, because if he uses the ultimate before Rayo casts the airborne, it will just be counterproductive. So he has to use it after Rayo has used that Breath of the Ocean, so that he can get the most damage there. And using an Odette with the Aegis, I know you want to get more shield out, but then in as much as that, you also need to consider that, oh, maybe a Purify would have been better. Don't even risky plays. That, oh, Swan Song and Rayo a bit late with that cancel. Jeez. Supposed to for day. What the hell was that reaction time? Impressive, impressive. Might not be over just yet for this Odette. And now the minion waves are coming in, wants to push the base down. Rayo now might be coming in soon. Might take him down. Mana will be insufficient here for Super Solafedei not getting knocked airborne. There's lecture ambience. That's Solaphobia coming through for Rayo though. The man will give him distance, keep his time. That's gonna be the Ocean Ori. Petrify and Rock Wheeze almost taking him down. Yes, he does. Rayo gets the second kill. Jesus. One more. Rayo will proceed to the next round of 32, guys. That will be it for Super Solafedei in this tournament. Then one more, guys. One more. There's the airborne already used. Now's a good time to use that Swan Song. Supposed to love a day. You've only got a few seconds left. The man is chasing him down. He sees the blue Nova, but no flicker to extend the Swan Song. Jeez, this is where you would have really, really wished you had that flicker, man. You would have wished you had that flicker in this situation to tie things up. Both of them are actually coming to clutch here. That's the fact that Supposed to love a day is actually outplayed when it comes to mechanics. It is something that we have to consider. Maybe Purify would have been better, but hey, I'm not telling. Right? Let's see what Rayo can do. Let's see what Rayo can cook up. He does have few seconds of that Purify is ready. As Special after there as well does have few seconds as well. So let's just wait it out and see what gives. See how it goes actually. Rayo now holding in line, being patient about things. Yeah. No time to waste. Just be patient. Wait it out. Let's see how it goes. Swan Song, Blue Nova. Everything's gonna come in place for Special for Dave to actually win this one in the bag. For Rayo, he's got 2 kills advantage. He just need one and the proper timing. Maybe this. Rough waves, and yes, it is. The game will be given to Rayo as he takes the win in a 3-1 advantage. Wow. That's it for all, guys. Everything for tonight we've got for you guys. 4 games played, 4 outcomes. The 4 players will qualify, of course, to the round of 32. Today was the round of 64. Tomorrow's the round of 32. So 32 players will clash. Then have to move to the round of 16. And that will be everything for tonight. Once again, big shout out to every member, every person that contributed to make the stream worth it. Big shout out to you guys. Good night to you guys. And of course, big shout out to myself, Black Master, for casting the 1v1 round of 64. Until tomorrow, see you guys some other time. Cheers.
Death is our way of life.眩しい光の中で自ら